Welcome back to another Film Geek movie review. Today after the day job, I am off to check out the new action film Land of Bad, starring Russell Crowe and Liam Hemsworth. So what is the plot of this movie? Well, it tells the story of a US Special Operatives Force that gets stuck behind enemy lines after their mission goes sideways. They then get help from Russell Crowe, a drone pilot, to get out and give them a little bit of air support while they're trying to get out of the enemy territory. Honestly, guys, this movie looks like a pretty decent little action film. It may be fairly typical military action, but you know what? You throw in enough awesome choreographed hand-to-hand fighting, some really cool action sequences, lots of explosions, and maybe some cool shootout scenes. Heck, man, I don't care. That sounds like a pretty good time to me. So you know what? It's time for me to get out of here because I gotta get to work, and then I am off to check out Land of Bad. Welcome back, just getting home, and you know what, guys? I really enjoyed this movie. I like this movie a lot more than I was expecting to. So let's get this started, shall we? We're going to get things started with the negatives and then move into the positives to end the video on the ever so important high note. Okay, now the first thing about this movie is its title. Now, I was going to make a joke about this in the intro, but I decided, you know what? I should wait. I should wait and go see the movie to see if maybe they give some reason for this movie to have such a horrible title like Land of Bad. And, well, they kind of do, but it's not very good. I mean, this title is bad, guys. This is a really bad title for this film. It sounds like a mistranslated NES 8-bit game. Like you start with just text at the beginning of the level, and it's like, you have crash landed in Land of Bad. Level 1. Fight. That's kind of what it feels like to me. It's just a terrible, terrible title. If I was going to the theaters this weekend and I knew absolutely nothing about the movies that are coming out right now, and I'm looking at the marquee and I see the first film, I see Madam Web, and I'm like, okay, that's probably one of those superhero movies that the kids today like. I can kind of tell by the name Madam Web, right? Maybe something fantasy-oriented, right? And then you also have One Love, the Bob Marley story. Well, that tells you exactly what that movie is right there in the title. And as you're looking up there, you see Land of Bad. What the hell is that? A Kid in Timeout? I mean, god dang, that's a terrible, terrible name for this movie. One other thing, too, this movie is, it's a little draggy. It's got some slow moments in the film. It kind of seems like, you know, they're like, hey, we spent a lot of money to get Russell Crowe, so we're going to have some just oddball scenes with him for no good reason. Like, hey, look, it's Russell Crowe goofing off at the grocery store asking about vegan food. Oh, look, it's Russell Crowe talking to a bunch of guys watching basketball. It just seemed like we really didn't need a whole lot of Russell Crowe's character in this movie to really understand his purpose in the film, but I digress. Anyways, it just drags a little bit. The movie comes in at about 150-ish, something like that, and I really feel for a movie like this, for its subject matter, it really should have been a nice tight like 130, possibly 145. It just seemed like they were just kind of hanging around on shots a little too long and just, again, goofing around with Russell Crowe. Another thing about this movie, if you're looking for a very deep, deep storyline with lots of twists and turns and so on and so forth, this is not the film for you. This is definitely a very been there, done that subject matter when it comes to a military action film. There has been tons of movies before this with pretty much the exact same storyline as this film. Soldiers go into an area, things go sideways, oh no, now they have to fight to get out. But the thing that this movie does a great job with, and we're getting into the positives now, and that is the action. Now, like I said, it starts off just a little bit on the slow side, but once it starts rolling, it is a non-stop action film fanatic's dream. We go through all sorts of different really cool action sequences. There's not just really cool choreographed shooting sequences, there's great hand-to-hand fight, there's really tense moments of just like military type stuff. There's a lot of suspense, there's great thriller moments. This film does kind of keep you on the edge of your seat if you just allow yourself to have a lot of fun with it. Also, Liam Hemsworth is a very good leading man in this film. I liked him as our guy behind the line trying to get through. He had a great just persona in this film, and I liked him a lot. I thought he was very charming and fun to watch on the screen. He was very convincing also when it came down to those action sequences, which, as I said, are outstanding. And not only are they very well shot and looking great, there is a lot of practical effects in this. The explosions are real explosions. They're not CGI fire. And guess what, guys? No green screen. We're actually at a location. The movie takes place in the Philippines, but I don't know if we actually shot the movie in the Philippines, but it's definitely in a jungle setting, so it's very pretty. It's a lot of greenery and all that makes the movie very colorful and just pop. The cinematography is also very well done. When the movie goes into shaky cam mode, it doesn't stick around too awful long. It does some really great over-the-shoulder type camera shots, and to be honest, it made me feel like I was kind of in a game of like Call of Duty Modern Warfare or something, just running along with my teammates on a mission. In fact, that's a really good way to put this movie. The entire film just felt like you were on a mission in a video game like Call of Duty, and you were just the guy going along with them. It was a fun film, and I don't think a lot of people are going to go see it this weekend. I think this hopefully will be a sleeper hit this weekend, but I don't know. I didn't know anything about this film. I didn't see any kind of publicity. I literally found out about this movie by going through my AMC app, and I'm like, Russell Crowe is a freaking movie coming out this weekend? And so I went for it. And from what I've seen from others' reviews of the movies that are coming out this weekend, or for Valentine's, whatever the case may be, this might be the one for you. If you're a fan of action and you like a nice little suspense thriller action film with some military stuff thrown in there, this is going to be the movie for you to go check out this weekend. Let me just put it to you that way. It's just a really fun romp. Well, guys, that's all I have for you today. If you liked what you saw here today, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, ring that bell for notifications, and give me the old thumbs up so I know you like what you're seeing. And if there's one more thing you can do, folks, that is keep watching movies. You know I'm gonna.